Well, hello, I'm Miss C, and today's lesson is make 10 to add. So let's get into it and do a little bit more. As you can see, we've made some adjustments on the screen, and what you have in front of us is our template. And our kiddos will be using a similar sheet in class. If you bring your attention to all these boxes, it's a lot to look at, but this is what shows up often on our diagnostics. These are questions that are asked of them, and they are rather confusing to look at. And so, the more we practice, the better able they'll be. Another reason for using the strategy make a 10 to add, it's a mental math strategy. And while there are a lot of different ways to come up with our answers, to find our addition, sums, but this one helps us as we get with bigger and bigger numbers. So stick with us. So let's grab our pen here and let's pretend we're solving 8 plus 3. Again, we just talked. There are a lot of different ways to come up with this answer, the sum. We could count on, we could draw a picture, and we might just know it by heart. But again, we're learning this strategy, make a 10 to add, this mental math strategy, so that we can use it down the line with bigger numbers. So for today's purpose, let's make a picture. And this is something that the students can sometimes do. But knowing that at times go along, we'll be doing things. We want to get faster and do it with more speed. So we really want to get good at our mental math strategy. So here we've put in 5. And again, this is our 10 frame. And so if we count on 6, 7, and 8. Well, we can clearly see 2 more would make a 10. And so let's go ahead with our picture and let's go ahead and add in 2 more with our color counters. And these are 2 color counters, and often the ones we use in class happen to be red and yellow. Well, 2 is the star of the show, and leaving first grade, we're hoping that our kiddos know all the combinations that make 10. And so here we've done it. We've made our 10. But you also see that there are some arrows coming from the number 3. So just like we decompose, fancy word for break apart, 10, we decompose 10 into 8 and 2, let's decompose 3. And remember, 2 was the star of the show because this 2 is what helped us make a 10. So now that we've taken 2 out of the 3, we should easily be able to see that 1 is left. This doesn't come right away for all our kiddos. So basically we can see here is 10 plus 1, which makes 11, which is also our answer to 8 plus 3. But we've got some more things down here to do. This time we have several add-ins to put together. 8 plus 2, there's that 10, plus 1 more. And again, we see we've made a 10 to add, and it's easy to see that 10 plus 1 is 11. And so, of course, our number sentence or our equation below mirrors what's up above. Technically, we can see that this is 8 plus 3. And we know that 8 plus 3 is 11. And in our heads, what we're hoping our kiddos will see is this is also can be seen as 10 plus 1. We made a 10 to add. A lot to think and look at. All right, so make a 10 to add, an important mental math strategy. It's the building blocks for what we'll do with bigger numbers further down. And we know it's going to show up on our assessments, our diagnostics. And so we want to be able to get comfortable with all these steps. So here's a little insight to what we're doing in class. Well, let's take a moment and pause. Well, thanks for learning with Miss C. As always, I'm only a click away. Till next time, see ya.